Sex Education Corner today. Are you new to the channel? Please subscribe. Are you a returning subscriber? Thank you for being part of our episode for today. Thank you for being here. We are going to talk about the challenges, sexual challenges actually, that our teens are facing. Teens and adolescents are facing. There are a lot of challenges that goes on with being a teenager, and today we are going to look at the sexual challenges. In our counseling corner, we'll look at problems that teenagers face in today's world. That will be in our counseling corner. But for today, our sex education corner, we are going to look at sexual challenges that our teenagers meet. Remember, during this age, the child develops different features. Their hormones work, and a lot of features that they didn't have when they were children, they start developing it. Some of the body parts increases, some new features appears in the body. We have discussed that in our sex education topic, puberty. You can navigate through the channel. It is the developmental stages that happens in puberty. And so when these changes happen, there are a lot of emotional changes that takes place. So one of the challenges they face is emotional changes. Their hormone is working overtime on them, and so they don't understand. So most times they have this mood swing. Most times they see body changes. Their body is changing from one to another, and it gives them concern. So emotional change is one of the sexual challenges they face. They have mood swing, they see some body parts changing, increasing, developing more, having deep voice. Those who have discussed as a result of puberty or the challenges of teenage age. Then another challenge they face is sexual feelings. Remember, they are growing very fast. Don't look at them as children anymore, because they are growing into adulthood. And so at this stage, they have sexual feelings. They have triggered sexual feelings in themselves, and they think, is this normal? That's one challenge they face. And they see themselves thinking what they were not thinking as a child. This feeling becomes so much that sometimes, if you don't have open discussion, if they don't understand their sexuality, their gender identity, what happened in puberty, if they don't understand it, they will not be able to control themselves. So at this time, self-control is very hard. That's why you need sex education to help them, teach them, help them to be on the know of what is happening in their body, so that when these feelings, this sexual urge and feeling, when it comes up, they understand where it's coming from and the direction it's taking, and they will be able to have a better control of these feelings and of themselves. That's another challenge. Behavioral changes. You see them at this point, they'll have this sense of independence. They don't want anybody to talk to them. If you reflect back at yourself when you were a teen, you will understand this. That quest for independence, you don't want anybody to control you. You feel you know it all. That is the teenage age working. And so the sense of independence comes in. Remember, we're talking about behavioral change, one of the sexual challenges that teenagers face. And then argumentation. You see your teen arguing with you, quarreling with you. That is part of behavioral change. You see them exhibiting stubborn behaviors. They don't want to hear what you say. They want to do it their own way, not your own way. Their dressing pattern changes at this time. Their behavior changes. And so they want to follow their peers. You see them make different kind of friends. And so at this stage, you just need to relax, calm down, and guide them well. Guide them properly the way they should dress. Guide them properly the friends they should make. Guide them properly how to talk. If you have guided them well as they were growing up, they will be able to adjust and know that it is a teenage age that is working on them. You relax and take things one at a time. When you understand these changes, it will help you to have this peaceful conversation with them, or else you both will have a very serious argument and it won't go well. Crushing will come. If you've not watched our last episode on crushing, please go and watch it. Go and watch it. We discuss extensively about crushing, how you can help your teenager who has a crush or who is crushing on somebody. Go and watch that episode. I'm not going to talk more on crush here, but they get attracted to the opposite sex. They are liking the person. They want more. How do you want to guide them? Go watch our last episode on crushing. It's on our sex education corner. That was the last topic before this. Then another challenge they face is attraction to the opposite sex. Remember, their body is changing. Remember, they have strong sexual feelings, urge. So they are attracted to the opposite sex. Now they look at beauty, they look at different features of what they like in a person. So even the opposite sex is attracted to them. It's vice versa, whether a boy or a girl. They are attracted to the opposite sex. Now it becomes worse for your girl child, because they may not be only attracted to teenagers of their age, they may be attracted to adults that are not even their age. So you need to educate your girl child very well on how to handle attraction from the opposite sex. We will talk about that in subsequent edition of our sex education. How to handle attraction of the opposite sex while you are still a teenager. How to handle attraction from the opposite sex while you are still a teenager is going to feature in one of our counseling, our sex education corners. All right. Then you talk about sexual health. Sexual health in this instance is if those sexual feelings are not well managed, they become sexually active. We'll talk about how to handle a sexually active teen on this channel. Watch it if you've not watched it. When they become sexually active, there are a lot of things they don't know. That's why sex education is important. If you've not been doing it, please start educating your children sexually so that they understand what they are passing through, what they are going through. At this instance, if they don't have good sexual health, they may fall into premarital sex that may lead them to becoming teen mothers, become pregnant at a very young age. They have unplanned pregnancy. They can contract sexually transmitted diseases. At the end of it boils down to the fact that they were not on the know. You did not educate them. They did not know what is going on. Their emotions were not properly controlled. And so, it is a requirement for parents, for teachers, for guardians, for counselors out there. Guide these children well. Counsel them well. Let them know what is involved. Don't shy away of telling them all these sexual issues. Tell them what these sexual issues is. Tell them how to control themselves. First, we preach abstinence. But in the absence of abstinence, there are other things they need to know to protect themselves and help them. Okay. Then, apart from that, we have another challenge, pornography. Social media is not helping us. The internet is not helping us. Pornography have become the order of the day. Everywhere they can find it. So they get addicted to pornography. And this addiction can be very harmful to them. They want to experiment what they see out there, or they want to experiment what they see in those videos. So help your children. Have a one-on-one talk with them. let them know that pornography can be harmful to them. All right, then the last one I want to talk about is the not being on the know about their sexual actions. They need to be on the know. Educate them on what sex education is. That's why we created this corner. Parents, teachers, guardians. I think one of the episodes I'm going to dedicate is why we need to incorporate sex education in our curriculum, because it's embedded in some subjects, but this has to be a topic because most of our teenagers are going astray because nobody is teaching them. The home thing is a taboo to teach them sex education. The school embedded some few things in the curriculum. The child learns from social media and from friends who might not teach them well. So let them be on the know. Parents teach them very well. Let me run through the points we discuss, some of the challenges that our teenagers face. There are a lot of challenges. I only talk of about 8 here. I want us to make it 10. Comment below the comment box. Tell me the challenges you are meeting as a teenager, and let us see how we can help you. Let's see whether there are solutions to such problems. 1. Emotional changes. 2. Sexual feelings. 3. Behavioral changes. 4. Crushing. 5. Attraction to the opposite sex. 6. Sexual health. 7. Pornography. 8. Lacking knowledge of sex education. These are challenges that our teens are facing. Let's help our teens to develop well. Let them be on the know. Help them as they transit from this age to adulthood, where they will understand their body very well. Remember, we always tell you sex education is very important for your child so that the child can be on the know. Thank you for being part of our class. Remember, on this channel we have different corners. We have our sex education corner, our counseling corner, our business column. Then we equally have the Nigerian curriculum, where we discuss major subjects that you are taught in school from JS1 to SX3 is in Class Online School. If you are watching this from other of our sources that is not YouTube, head over to YouTube, Class Online School, and you will find us there. On Facebook, Class Online School, you will find us there. Watch our videos. Comment below the comment box to tell us what you want us to discuss and questions that you think we are going to discuss. We will sure attend to this question. You have feedback, give us. Thank you for being part of our class. I'll see you in our next episode.